There we go. If you're in the chat, predictions are open, so you can place your bets on who you think is going to be this week's champion. Will it be the Protoss or the Terran? And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Hard Lead, we have not the Protoss from Hong Kong. We have the Protoss from Taiwan. Again, I panicked and I chose the wrong flag. My apologies. The Taiwanese Protoss, the red Protoss. It is for Starlight Twinkle. Nice. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Chinese Terran player representing Mystery Gaming. It is Oriana. Fighting his way from the lower bracket, looking for revenge, going for a proxy Rax. Let's go. And this is how we bounce back. We have a proxy Rax here on the right-hand side. The wall is being thrown down here on the low ground even. Things looking up for Oriana. Now, it's only a singular proxy Rax. We'll see how committed it's going to be. Probe Scout is coming in. Probe Scout should confirm that the Rax is missing. Oh, we're even going to be slowing down the factory wall as well. Now, because the Rax isn't a part of the wall, it doesn't mean it's being proxied. For all Nice knows, the Rax could be elsewhere. It could be hidden in the main base, could be at the natural, could be at the third base location or the other third base location. It is not uncommon for the Terrans to just hide their Raxes close by. Oh my god! As we're getting some proxy on proxy action, the second gateway gets thrown down here in the main base of Oriana to try to punish just how greedy he is. Boys are being pulled. They have to try to focus on this pylon, otherwise they cannot deal with this. Second Rax gets thrown down in the main base. We have another gateway and a second pylon thrown down as well. Reaper still on the way. The Zealot does come across it. Bunker has been spotted. We do get a surround. Pylon will fall. Oh, this second pylon should go down as well, actually. I don't think these gateways are going to get up and running. We have another I don't think this is going to work. We have a third pylon on the way. Meanwhile, a bunker in the main base. Chaos is ensuing. Nonsense all around. Boys are being pulled. The bunker, it shouldn't finish. That SCV is so low. Focus the SCV. Up. Oh my god, 99.9% done. The Reaper gets surrounded. The Reaper goes down. GG gets called. And Nice pulls it off. He takes game one. GG. Oh my god. It's gonna be a short finals. It's Nice. He barely shut down the bunker. He got a surround on the Reaper as well. He just shut down the aggression and across the map. Oriana was still struggling to deal with what was ensuing in his main base, losing so much mine time, so much economy, trying to shut down the proxy Rax. Sorry, the proxy gateway. Crazy. Crazy. Ay. Oh my god. There we go. How do you deal with being proxy? Just proxy in the face of your opponent. Just in the main base. Just throw it down. Whip it out. See what they do. See how they panic. Ay. With that, Nice is one game away. Remember, he started with a 1-0 advantage already. And he's looking to clean it up, and this time I select the correct flag. Thankfully. As we are getting into our next game. Here we go. We're loading into game number 3, potentially the final game of the series. Oh boy. It all ends here. I see in the chat. Now this is pure StarCraft 2. This is peak StarCraft. True. It's beautiful. It's what we want out of PvT, really. Here we go. We're getting into game number 3, potentially the final game of the series. And here we go, spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hecate. We have the Taiwanese Protoss player, the red Protoss, representing Starlight Twinkle. It is Nice. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Chinese Terran, representing Mystery Gaming. He needs to fight back here and now. It is Oriana. See in the chat. What just happened? They're animals, Papi. They're all animals. Yeah. Exactly. It's beautiful. Here we go. As from here, this time Oriana throwing down the racks in the main base. Thankfully, it's in the main this time. We're calming things down. Everything is where it should be. Nice, a little bit paranoid. He does check for a proxy here at the triangular third location before going for his probe scout. Even checking out here towards the center. So nice, he's just, yeah, making sure that he isn't being proxied 2 games in a row. I don't blame him. A little bit concerned. As we are going for the probe scout across the map to recognize what is going on. As he does get eyes on the racks back at home. He does see, he does know. We go. Even throwing down a pylon as well, just to disrupt the opener as well. Throwing a wrench in the works. Yeah, and it is going to be an economic opener. Again, it was only a single gas geyser, so a racks expand here from Oriana. CC on the high ground just to be safe. And the pylon finishes, and it does actually have vision to see the CC. So nice, he's aware of the economic opener. He's aware that he's safe and sound, and he can just focus on his own build. Reaper is going to be moving out. Trying to get a read on what's going on. Ooh, as we do calm things down. There's that factory on the way. Important to point out that it's a factory, not a 3 racks, which is definitely a possibility off of a racks expand. Pylon's being focused down. A Reaper was just scouting, checking for any kind of weird proxy locations. Oriana making sure that everything is as it should be. As he does move out across the map. Adept in position, but the Reaper does bypass the Adept. We get into the main base, and we need to get eyes on the tech. Up. Ooh, Reaper goes down. Oriana, he doesn't see if it's a Twilight Council or a Stargate. He's not fully aware of what's going on. Getting into his 1-1-1 follow-up. Again, he should be going for a drop play. Heli in production as well. So with this opener, Oriana, he isn't really going to be hyper-fixated on building up an army. Just going for some harassment to begin with instead. Depths have arrived, and nice. Doing the best he can to try and delay this expansion for as long as possible. Alien going to be moving down. The Adepts, they do move forward. They can go for the Marines. No. They shade into the main base. And they can go straight for the workers. The Marines first, though. The first Marine goes down. So will the second. Additional Marines are on the way. As this is happening, Hellion is moving across the map. Oof. And the Cyclone will eventually hunt this down. Hellion is getting a couple of hits in. Gets one probe. Gets a worker, dives into the main. It is a Twilight Council opener here. Blink is on the way. And seeing all these gateway units should be enough of a tell. At this point, there would have already been an Oracle. So Oriana, he's aware of the Twilight Council, the Blink opener. He saw the lack of gateways, and we can see it is 2-gate Blink straight into a third. Very economic here from Nice. Very macro-oriented. After the third base, that's when he throws down the Forge and the Robo. So again, just hyper-fixating on his economy. Being a little bit greedy. And we'll see if Oriana can try to punish it as he is going for his drop. Now, I assume that we'd be building up towards something like a Widowmine drop, but no, it's going to be Marines and a Cyclone. Bit of a kitchen sink drop, a bit of everything, but there's a lot of potential with that Cyclone. Going to be moving out. Behind this, we're getting into our 2-1-1 setup. Sorry, 3-1-1 setup. 3 Raxes, 1 Starport, 1 Factory. Building up our army. Likewise, Nice in position between the bases. Doesn't have too many Stalkers. Blink is done, by the way. We're going straight for the mineral line, it looks like. Again, Nice just hyper-fixated on a gateway-based composition. We got +1 on the way, 2 more gateways. So 4 gates in total. Oh, and Oriana, he's waiting with his drop. He is here between the bases, but he also has the Raven moving out as well for an auto turret. The goal here is, I imagine, for the Raven to distract. There we go, it's queued up to throw down the auto turret into the main, and as the Raven distracts the army, then we can go for the drop. Let's see if we can pull it off. There are Stalkers in position, and will Nice react in time? Oriana does pull back. There we go, going for the drop into the third. Focusing down some workers. 3 probes go down. Oh, almost getting a 4th. But the medevac is targeted. So far, the Cyclone doing a lot of damage. But we have a shield battery in position. We have the shield battery. Ay, ay, ay. And with that, Nice will shut this down. Meanwhile, the Raven's still outside the main, hasn't pulled the trigger. There were still Stalkers in position. But a really good cleanup here. Nice may have lost 4 workers, but he killed them. He killed the Cyclone, killed the Marines, didn't get the medevac. And bearing in mind that because Nice went for a faster third base, he could afford to lose workers. Not as impactful as it otherwise would have been. And, oh, Oriana, he's doubling down. Instead of a 3-1-1 setup, he does have 2 more Raxes on the way. A third CC as well, so he's not going all in. It's not a 2-base all in. He's still going to be expanding. But a committed push nonetheless. Here we go. We have a lot to live up to. Remember, in the last series, we ended up in a weird base trade. He's going to be scanning ahead of time. Sees lack of gases. Charge is done. So again, it's going to be Stalkers and Charge lots. Speaking of Charge lots, they make it into the main. A big warp in into the main base as well. Oriana out of position. We're going to be recalling though. It looks like Nice can't get much done here. So he recalls the hell out of there. Makes it out with the rest of his Warp Prism. And again, Oriana, now he's aware of the Warp Prism, which means he's going to be forced to keep some supply back at home. It means that he can't move out. He wanted to push out with his drop play, but is stuck at home. Third CC soon to be taken. Oh, a couple of SCVs go down. Warp Prism meeting up with the main army, and we're going to be going for a big Zealot Warp in. Oh, actually, we're going to be rotating. Go. There's a double-pronged attack here. Zealot going to be checking where the army is. More reinforcements are on the way. Third base is under threat, taking a lot of hits. Oh, and can Oriana hold on? Can he protect his natural at the same time because the Zealots are pushing forward? The main army is going to be distracting. We dive on top of this. Mind Shot is going to go off. Decent connection on these Zealots. The boys are being pulled at the same time. Zealots, they get into the natural and into the main base. Getting on top of the production, going for a big warp in into the main. And Nice, he's snowballing out of control. It's becoming just too much. The Marauders hold on. The main army does well. But only the main army. As the Marauders force back those Stalkers, we're losing everything else. 49 SCVs go down. And the Zealots have not been dealt with. GG gets called. Oriana, he has nothing left. Can't even go for his all-in. And Nice will take the series 3-0, becoming this week's Grand Platypus Open champion. GG. GG, well played. Grand Platypus Open number 98 is going to be Nice's tournament, and we're so close to 100. Two more, and then we reach 100. It's been a long time coming. We've been running this tournament ever since the end of 2019. End of 2019 is when we started, and yeah, we've had a couple of breaks. We've had a couple of hiatuses here and there. So it hasn't been non-stop since 2019, but for the most part, we've been running it pretty consistently, and we're almost there. Almost there. GG, well played. Congratulations to Nice. He's our champion. My condolences to Oriana. Again, he did well for himself making it this far into the finals, but Nice, he is a bit of a level above, and usually the players that can contest against Nice are the other top players of the region, like your Mia Micas, your Go-Go Joeys, your Hon Monos. They're the players that need to step up against Nice. Even Oreo, he's had his time in the sun, and he's gone toe to toe with Nice before, or even Demi. But yeah, GG, well played. Oriana, he's still more of an up-and-comer. Still more of an up-and-comer in the scene, and wish him the best. You know, he's achieved a lot. He's improved a lot over the past year, over the past couple of years even. So it's been really cool to see the progression of Oriana, but alas, he is gonna get knocked out here by Nice. And GG. GG, well played. Thank you so much, everyone, as well, for tuning in. Again, a bit of a shorter broadcast today. Unfortunately, not as many players tonight either. Mentioned only 4 players, and mentioned as well that at the end of the year, we're going to be revising, you know, where we're investing our resources and what tournaments we want to host. Like, for those who don't know, I'm from Australia. I'm Aussie, man. I'm Aussie. I want to support the oceanic scene. I want to support the Southeast Asian scene. But the scene has been shrinking over the years. That's the reality. You know, it's a sad truth, but it's a truth. The scene has been shrinking, and players are becoming less interested over the years, and as a result, that is affecting our signups. And you know, as much as we would love to keep this going, we'll see what happens next year. We'll see what happens. We'll see if the interest is still there. Otherwise, we may just yeah, maybe even try something else. I don't know. Maybe try another event, another tournament. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll brainstorm. We'll brainstorm over January. Yeah. Oh. Hold on. I just saw Jim Rising in the chat. But for now, we are going to be heading off. I mentioned before that WTL is currently ongoing, and World Team League is going to be in 1 hour and 50 minutes. 1 hour and 50, so not too much time. Enough time to get some food, get some water, take a bit of a break, get some rest. I'm going to be just calming things down and probably just going to be working, like editing VODs or something. Working on replay packs. We do send out replay packs if you want to support this tournament. Patreon, Match Arena, it's all there. But yeah, in 2 hours, we're going to be back with World Team League. And tonight, don't miss out. Don't miss out on WTL tonight. It's going to be, hold up, I'll show you guys. Okay. Team Liquid versus Dragon Kaizi Gaming. Tonight, the matchups, the lineups. I need to quickly check. Okay, it's going to be Cure versus Dark. Oh, Clem versus Oliveira, and Skillis versus Hero. So we've got a couple of mirror matches, but we have Cure versus Dark to kick it off as well. So juicy lineups, juicy players, potential ace match as well. Then after Team Liquid versus DKZ, we have Onside versus Psystorm Gaming. We got Maru versus Spirit, Solar versus Mindle VK, and Ryung versus Max Pax. Mindle VK, he has been popping off recently. Like, we have seen him do quite well and achieve quite a lot in Sparkling Tuna Cups, so good to see Mindle VK once again. Interesting lineup though, because we are lacking our typical players. Geralt is missing, so I guess as Geralt is not available, Mindle VK is going to be stepping in instead. But yeah, some really good matches there as well. Maru versus Spirit is going to be a lot of fun. TVT between those two, Gib and Ryung versus Max Pax is going to be a lot of fun as well. And I don't want to overlook Solar versus Mindle VK. I just want to see the state of Mindle VK and his current form. Otherwise, thank you so much. You know, that's WTL later on in the evening. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to be heading off here for the time being. And yeah, again, if you want to support us, you can support us just by following. We appreciate the follows. You know, we recently got partner. You can follow us on YouTube. We upload all of our VODs on our YouTube channel, and our YouTube channel is actually relatively small. We don't get too many views on our YouTube, but if you enjoy the content, check us out over on the YouTubes, because we got a lot of videos. We have thousands of it. I think we have, yeah. I don't know if we have the most YouTube video casts on YouTube. I think maybe Wardy has us beat just because he has more of a backlog because it's been active for more years, but we got a lot of content on YouTube. We upload everything back. So yeah, with that, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. You can follow myself, light_VIP. I stream over on my own personal channel during the week whenever I can. Just some ladder gameplay, some cheeky ladder sessions, nothing too crazy. And yeah, we're live here every day here on the Cranky Ducklings. If you can't tune in to WTL in 2 hours, then you know WTL is also tomorrow, and we also have Sparking Tuna Cup tomorrow as well. An open tournament to all regions, to all players, to all over the world. Thank you so much. We'll see you then. We'll see you in 2 hours for WTL. Hasta luego. Bye.